This box right here, it may look like a box in a field, it may look like nothing, but it's actually the end of an era and the beginning of a new one.
Goes lights, camera, action when I step into the limelight.
Now, if anything, you know that I'm a champion of good stories. I'm a champion of your story because you have one and it matters. Champion of my story, most of all of his story. And I believe that no matter what equipment that you have, you can tell that story as long as you're positive, you believe in that story. You're always gonna have an audience. It doesn't matter what gear you have. I'm a big proponent of the cell phone. You can get a lot done with the cell phone. But this marks the end of one stage, an era in my life, and the other. This is the transition from crappy old gear that gets handed down that I've got to swap off that I don't have enough money to afford, and new gear that I can try and make work. None of it's really any different for the story. The story remains the same, but I get to tell it in a new and unique way, hopefully a better way.
But in the back I got four, talking about this high life, I mean as high as it go. That's kites, planes, clouds, the bank accounts that I own. Funny thing, it all started from a pen and a poem. Whoever thought that this could pay off all of my student loans. About to throw a party, invite everybody I know. Let me send a mass.
There's something you really should know about Jesse and I, and it's kind of been a point of pride for us for a while, is we're scrappy. If you see these two lawnmowers in my background back here, they're nothing to look at. One of them is my dad's, whom he had? One of these lawnmowers is my dad. One of these lawnmowers is actually my dad's, and he had it for like 18 years. And it finally gave up the ghost, and he got it working again, and he gave it to me. And that's kind of been the story of my life. I've always had a broken down secondhand piece of equipment that I'm using, something that I've bound together, that I've bandaged together, that I've figured out the workarounds so that I can make it happen, but I've never really had the cream of the crop. The lawnmower behind it is actually my father-in-law's that we've tried to harvest parts off of to get it to work again. I've never really had anything until recently. Underneath this tarp back here is a beast of a lawnmower. One of my elders, he upgraded and he got a behemoth of a lawnmower, and he gave me his old one. Again, a hand-me-down, but I've never had one like this. It gets the job done perfectly. It cuts the grass perfectly. It's in tip-top working condition. It was a new model, and it blew my mind because, yes, I could cut the grass before with my dad's 18-year-old lawnmower, which is probably 24 years old now. It's an old lawnmower. I could get it done with my dad's lawnmower, but this thing, it cut it faster, cleaner, better. When I looked at my yard, I thought, man, I cannot wait to get back out there and mow my yard. And I think that's where I'm at in life, and I think that's where I'm at with this whole video making thing. Jesse and I have had a blast proving that it doesn't take anything to tell your story, to share your faith online, to share with video, to inspire and encourage people. We've done that, we've proven that, sometimes with a cell phone, sometimes with a GoPro, sometimes with a camera that's a hand-me-down, sometimes with borrowed lenses, always scrapping. And we've always thought, what could we do and what could we make if we had the right tools? Same story, same flair, same flavor, new equipment.
Stay here, no, call it an accident. It's all just falling in place, talking with confidence. It's all you framing.
I'm gonna see if I can FaceTime Joshua and Diana because they've been kind of cheering me on in all of this. Okay, so I'm gonna send them this message right here. Okay, I didn't hear back from you guys, so here's this. Last chance, last bit of suspense. 12 to 24, F 2.8, G Master. There you go.